Hello, YouTube friends. It's me, Theosha Talks, and today I'm going to talk to you about giving yourself a basic manicure. Now, I'm going to be using products from pretty much the Dollar Tree. I got this set. I just took it out of the box, and it has Sassy and Chic, and it is a nail grooming kit. It has an emery board, nail brush, toe separator, which I won't be using today, nail clipper, cuticle trimmer, and an orange stick. Now, anyone who knows me in real life knows that I generally take decent care of my nails, and that's only because I've been doing them since I was like in 5th grade. Just something that I do. It becomes it's easy to me to do it, and so these are just some skills. I'm not a professional. I am not in any way a nail tech, so I can't really tell you about the health and how your nails are getting along or treating any type of fungus or infection or whatever else goes on with the nail. I don't know nothing about that, so please don't at me. I'm just telling you what I use while I tell you a little story. So, and I hope I didn't tell you this story before. Anyway, so in that nail kit, like I said, here's all of the things. So in order to get my nails prepped for my manicure, I generally wash them. Nobody wants to see another hand washing video, so I did not record that part. But while I was washing my hands, what else did I do? I exfoliated my skin. So if you've got any kind of skin rash like eczema or something like that, that a scrub would irritate, please do not use that. Use common sense and just do what you can with the hands that you have. Okay, so I'm using what I have on the hands that I have. You use what you need on the hands that you have. Okay, so yeah, and then so I've got some other little things that'll come into play later. So after I've washed my hands, I also exfoliate, like I said. With how do I exfoliate? You can use this simple little 3 ingredient situation. So use Vaseline, rub it all over your hands, in between, on your nails, all that business. Use like an apricot scrub, the kind of scrub that they used to tell you to put on your face. That stuff is really harsh for your delicate face skin, so I just want you to do not use that really on your face. You can use that on your like legs and on your hands and stuff like that. Don't use that on your face. It's too harsh. It just is. So anyway, use it on your hands. So Vaseline, the exfoliating wash, like the apricot facial wash, rub that all over, and then rinse it off and wash it off with a hand soap, like a liquid hand soap. And then to get all of that grit and stuff from underneath your nails, use your nail brush to just get underneath those nails, and on top to get it away from your cuticles and this and that and the other. Rinse very well with warm water, and then dry lightly on a towel. And now your hands are clean and prepped and ready for the next step. If you've got skin that's growing up around your nails, that's right at the base of your nail, since you've washed your hands and you've exfoliated and all of that, that skin should be pretty soft. You can take your orange wood stick or your cuticle trimmer, which is this little end of this, I believe, and you just scrape around there, and then you should be able to kind of like scrape off any dead skin that might be still trying to adhere itself to your nail. I usually use this to go underneath my nails to get whatever, if there's any gunk or anything under there, which usually there isn't. And I don't usually use this to push my cuticles back because sometimes this wood stick can be a little bit harsh. This one, however, has a rubber tip, so it's softer and it's angled, and then you can press your cuticles back like that to give yourself that nice little moon kind of shape there, and then you might even be able to see the lighter crescent that's on your nail. All of your nails won't show a crescent, or maybe all of them will. Everybody's hands are different, so don't feel any kind of way if you don't have a crescent, because I have a crescent on a couple of my nails, but not on all of them. Anyway, in a crescent, it just looks like a little moon shape at the base of your nail, if you didn't know what that was. So there's that. After that's all done, I would generally file my nails with the emery board. People might say that you are supposed to go in one direction. So just one direction, one direction, one direction. I don't know. I file them all every which way I can. I'm not saying that it's right. All I'm saying is that it works for the nails that I have. So that's all I can give y'all. So ordinarily, if I were telling a story, I would just be filing my nails and doing that. but I've already filed my nails. So let me just tell you the story time. So back in the day, like I said, I hope I haven't told you this before, but when I was in first grade, I got chickenpox. And I got chickenpox from this kid who used to sit next to me, who shall remain nameless, but I will never forget your name. He was sick with chickenpox for like 2 weeks. He comes back to school and he passes it around because, you know, we're all in the same space as him. And this was back before chickenpox even had a vaccine to it or anything like that. So what happened back then is if one child got chickenpox in the family, everybody who had kids in that age range that hadn't had chickenpox brought everybody together so that everybody can catch it, so that we can just get it over with. It was a different time. That's just how we did things back in the 80s. So whatever. So me, Lisa, Greg all have chickenpox, but I got them first. So I was out of school first before anybody else. And then they ended up getting it after me. So the day that I missed, the first day that I missed, we had our Valentine's Day party. And I didn't get to go to school. And I had already prepared my Valentine's Day box. And I had my Valentines or something. I did the Valentines and somebody took them in for me. I don't really know exactly those details. All I know is when the neighborhood children brought my Valentine's Day box home so that I can get my candy and my Valentine's Day cards, all my cards were there. Every single one of them intact, still signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm yours. They were all still in there. But guess what wasn't in there, y'all? My candy. These, I don't even know if it was the neighborhood kids. I don't know if it was my relatives. I don't know if it was the kids at school. I don't know what happened. But since I missed, basically what had happened was somebody ate all my candy. Like all the good stuff. Like none of the good chocolates was in there. I know there was some Reese's or something. There was probably some jelly beans or some candy hearts or some red hots in the shape of hearts or something. All the good candy was gone. There wasn't no Now and Laters. There was no Mike and Ike's. There was nothing. No Boston baked beans. Nothing. No kind of good candy, y'all. The only candy that was in there that was left, the only candy that they left in there were Crunches. The chocolate with the little crisp rice in it, like a Nestle's Crunch, but it was like those Palmer's ones or like an off-brand one or something like that where the chocolate just tastes oily and greasy and leaves that coating on your tongue. Yeah, that's what was in my box when I got my candy. And to this day, I don't eat Crunch candy. Anyway. Okay, so I forgot where I was in this whole thing. Y'all, heated. Anyway, so that is beyond, that's the past. Let me just move past it. But as you can see, you know, I still got feelings about that. I don't know. It just feels like I was sick. You know, there were certain things I couldn't do. I had to take these doggone calamine lotion, like, situations, oatmeal baths and like calamine lotion all over everything. It was so horrible. What I'm doing right now is preparing my nail for the polish. So I'm going to use a little isopropyl alcohol and a cotton round. And I'm just going to clean each nail off to get any, you know, residue or anything that's on there. Because you want your nails to be squeaky clean before you put your polish on. I have chosen to use a clear because I generally do not like colored polish, mostly because I don't like it to chip. And yeah, I know that no chip exists. However, and it usually lasts, but my nails will grow out and then there will be like that little space in between there. And I don't know, I'm really weird about my nails. So just bear with me. And I'm sure some people just will be like, okay, that's no big deal. So I'm going to use this clear and I'm just going to put one coat on each nail because I need it to be dry so that I can go to my next step. Okay, so let's see if I can think of another story. Oh, so back in the day, I used to paint my nails all the time. And I remember the first time I painted them, I think I was in 5th grade, where I painted them with real nail polish, like a real color nail polish. And I went to school and all of the kids were raving, oh my gosh, you got your nails done. Who did your nails? Oh, they look so pretty. And they were just going on and on and on. They were just like, those have to be fake nails, or those Lee press-on nails. And I was like, no, these are my nails and I painted them myself. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Sorry that your nails look crappy, but whatever. And so I was kind of feeling myself in that regard. And so I just used to paint my nails all the time. And I would spend whatever little money that I would get on nail care products. And I remember being the first girl to paint my nails white. And I used to wear white nail polish all the time. And the kids I used to wear black too. And like before, because this was before goth was even a thing, you know. And I used to paint my nails black. I painted them yellow and blues and greens and all kinds of different colors. And most of the time what I would try to do is match my outfits that week with my color. And then I would just change it up for the next week. But anyway, so I used to paint my nails white. And they always looked really cute because, you know, I took care of my nails. And these kids used to try to tell me that I had whiteout on my fingernails. And I was like, no. It's L'Oreal. And I bought it from Walgreens. Like, I paid, how much? I think I paid probably like $4 for this particular white nail polish because I thought it was the bee's knees. I was like, oh, I'm going to have my nails. They're going to be white. They're going to be cute. I'm going to do that. Bought the thing, did it. I also used to do a French tip. I had one of those white sticks. It was like a white stick that looked like a white color pencil or something. And you would wet the tip of it and you would go under your nail and you would just whiten the nail from underneath. And then you would paint clear on top of them. I used to have like this nail buffer that was chamois. And I believe it was Revlon. Maybe my nail polish was Revlon too. It don't matter, girl. Hey, listen. And I had this thing and it had like a chamois kind of thing. And it had a handle on it so that you can hold it in your hands like this and do your nails like that. And so I would buff my nails to a shine. My mother had found some shining, I don't want to call it a pomade. I don't know what it was, but it was like this, it was in a little pot and you would rub your hands and you would put it on your nails and it would make your nails look really, really ashy looking and kind of dry and dusty and crusty. And then you would buff it with that chamois buffer. My nails used to shine. Like, could nobody tell me nothing? Like, I used to really be into it. So anyway, so I kind of revert back to that kind of living, you know, when either, you know, times are tough and I can't afford to go to a nail salon, or times like this when everything is closed and I have these kind of skills to fall back on. So yeah. So after you've done all of that, what you're going to do is take your cuticle oil, and this cuticle oil comes in a tube with a brush on the end, if you can see that. And you just go around each one of your nails and make sure that you've got that nice and hydrated. And I would suggest you do this at night, just so that it gets a chance to really soak in. And it's really not that greasy, because once it absorbs, you don't have to worry about it getting on your sheets or anything like that. I also used to sleep in white gloves sometimes. I wanted, okay, here's a confession, y'all. I used to want to be a hand model. I don't even remember how I even found out that that was even a job. And it was such a non-traditional job that I wanted. And, you know, and people used to hype me up. They used to be like, yeah, you could do that. I mean, I'm sure there are probably still hand models out there somewhere, but, you know, they can recreate so much stuff with computer programs and stuff that you probably don't necessarily need a real hand, and they can Photoshop anything out of something. But if they ever want some real hands, though, some real hands, what I'm currently doing is rubbing the cuticle oil into my cuticles. And that way they stay nice and hydrated. And then now I want to hydrate the rest of my hands. And I'm going to bring back my Anytime Caribbean Dreams Body Butter from Butters RX. I did a video on them. That was my last video. And I'm going to get a little bit, because a little goes a long way. And Just going to put a little on, rub it in, and then rub it all over the handsies here. And then that way we can have that nice, do you see that glow? Do you see that glow? Look what that exfoliation did for that hand, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Hand model, hand model. Picking up things. Hand model. Look at that. Nails. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, but yeah. So that sums it up. Easy peasy. You can do it in a few minutes. It doesn't take that long. All I can say is this: if you are using color, you really need to set aside time that you ain't doing nothing, because in order for color to really do what it do, especially if you're using something that doesn't need like a UV lamp or something like that, which most of us don't have UV lamps here at the house, it's going to take a while to dry, like a while. And that's the one thing that has always irritated me about doing my nails. But I would do them in the evening. When I was younger, I would do them in the evening and I would just sit and try to get them to dry, and hopefully they were dry before I went to sleep, because baby, I don't know if you ever painted your nails, thought they was dry, went to sleep only to wake up to have blanket and sheet marks in your nails. Like, it would just be indented, and the nails themselves wouldn't necessarily be jacked up to the point that you would have to take the nail polish off, but there would be a weird pattern on your nails, and that used to drive me crazy because I always wanted them to be a nice, smooth, and shiny color, and then sometimes they didn't. So sometimes in order to kind of like fix that, I would either go over it with a clear to kind of like reflect off of it a little bit more. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know what the things I used to do for my hands and my nails. But what I want to tell you is this. I have more videos that are coming up because I've got some extra time on my hands, as we all do. And so look forward to some arts and crafts type stuff. And, you know, I need some new plants just to kind of like bring more life into my living space. Not only that, there's, oh, y'all, I can't even tell y'all about that right now, because I can't even tell y'all about that, because that might be kind of like an ongoing situation. So let me figure that out first before I tell you about it. But it's exciting. It is super duper exciting. It is something I've never done before. And it's going to be something else, because it's going to be a life-changing augmentation. Do I want to call it an augmentation? I don't know what I'd call it. Let me look up some words and I'll get some good descriptors for y'all. But until then, I hope you all stay safe and that you keep tuning in. So feel free to subscribe and to like my page and to pass on my videos. Oh, I got 50 subscribers. I have 50 subscribers. I have been in the 30s and 40s for the longest time. So I had like a slight surge, and the next thing you know, I got 50. And I was like, what? So I know that may not be a big deal for most people, because YouTubers, you know, the famous ones have like millions, but you know, you got to start somewhere. So that's where I am right now. So I hope that you guys have a good day. And like I said, stay safe, and I will see y'all later. Okay. Bye.